Hey, well, I'm not in the car. I'm taking an extra minute here out of the car. I wanted to say to you that we had a wonderful volunteer event yesterday, and it was amazing. Had a real good time. My leg is still bothering me, so I pray that you intercede for me. Let me know what it is I should do. I don't really want to get involved in a whole big, thing with the doctor and medicines and all that, although I'm taking a leave. So, but we were at the volunteer event, and of course there's decorative elements to the event, and they had all these packages, and as I was taking off the lights from the stage, I had these lights that were icicles, and I I was thinking, these boxes are empty, and I thought it's just like Satan. Satan promises you wonderful things, but it's just empty boxes. Well, I may have to head out here. I don't feel comfortable with. There's a guy in a lime green suit over here, and he's dancing and singing, and then this guy is backing up now and going forward. Welcome to the city. And this guy's got like a scary puppet on his hand. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna keep going here. All right, I'll just set this up so it's out of the way. Well, so Satan has wonderful gifts for us, but they're all just plants. They're not real gifts. They're not really real. They're just promises, empty promises. But the gifts that God gives, the things that God has wrapped up for us, they're not empty. The things that God has for us are filled with weight and measure. One of the things that the church does to recognize folks who have volunteered a lot, who've done great things, they look at all the debris here. This guy has scattered his things all over the street here. It's like, but God's gifts are weighty and measurable. And they hand out things called the brickies. And basically they go to the Home Depot and they buy these bricks. So I guess that's a certain kind of brick. So I went yesterday, I painted them all gold, and I put them off one end, I sprayed them all gold. And so when we hand that award to someone, the testimony is, these are heavy. And they're heavy. God's gifts are heavy, they're weighted, they're full, and they're not just bricks. They're precious. The fruit of the Holy Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, self-control. And addictions, it's a lack of self-control. And impatience, it's not something. Love versus hate. Hating people, hating things, hating the world, being out there just angry as all get out. These things are not helpful. So we as believers, we really need to be thankful for the gifts of the Holy Spirit, the gifts that God gives us, the gifts that are precious and that are right. That's what I think. That's my opinion. Of course, you don't have to say thank you to God for nothing. God doesn't force himself on anybody, but he stands there with his arms wide open. And you might say, well, I've been through some hard time. I didn't see no God. There's the story of the guy on the beach, and he was, he saw the footprints, and all of a sudden he saw the footprints. One of the footprints just disappeared. He thought, you see, God? You see? That's when you left me. You left me, God, all by my own. That was the hardest time of my life, and I had to trudge along by myself. What do you say, God? What do you say? These people like to shake their fist at God like they're going to have some kind of case. The Lord just smiled. The Lord just smiled and said, hey, bro, that's when I was carrying you. You couldn't go on. You had no hope, but I carried you. I carried you through on that time. That's why there's only one footprint? Because you were carrying me? Whoa, that's radical. Yeah, that's our God. I love you, buddy. Wherever you are, I love you. I pray that the Lord's blessing you, and we'll talk soon. This is SoCal Bob. Love your comments. Yeah.